Good afternoon, guys. Good evening, rather. Welcome back to another live streaming. Let's talk about some stocks and let's talk about the insanity that is going on as of now in the markets. We are live. Let me notify the guys that we are already live. What a crazy day today, guys. And we are having a lot of news after hours. We just got news from FedEx. Very bad news. They are lowering guidance and the stock is taking a huge hit. So we're live, everyone. Let's go. So, how are you doing today, guys? Please let me know. Drop me a comment if you want me to go over any given stock. You guys know that tomorrow we have options expiration quadruple witching. We have $2 trillion worth of options expiring tomorrow. So we have had so far a very volatile week, and tomorrow might not be the exception to the rule that we have seen throughout this week. So today we had a red day across the board. Russell 2000 goes down 0.72%. NASDAQ goes down 1.43%. The Dow Jones goes down 0.56%. And the S&P 500 goes down 1.13%. The Dixie, the US dollar went up not much, but it went up 0.05%. Therefore, we had crude oil going down 3.74%. Gold goes down 2.08%, and silver went down 1.94%. And the 10-year Treasury yield, the worst enemy of higher multiple stocks, tech stocks, growth stocks, keeps on going higher, guys. It goes up today 1.38%, and it closed the trading session at 3.45%. If we take a look at the sectors of the markets, I have to mind you guys, we didn't have a really deep bloodbath today because healthcare and financials, we can make the case that saved the day. These are two very important sectors inside the S&P 500. Healthcare goes up 0.56% and financials went up 0.33%. But other than those two sectors, the other sectors went down and we had a bloodbath. On energy, it goes down 2.58%. Utilities goes down 2.49%. Technology, every single technology or big tech stock today got killed other than Tesla. Tesla was able to pull off a green day. But the tech sector, which is the most important sector market cap wise, went down today 2.30%. So very ugly day across the board today when it comes to the sectors other than healthcare and financials. And now the question is, what's going to happen tomorrow, guys? What do you think? Are we going to have a red day, green day tomorrow? Tomorrow we have options expiration. And check this out, guys. I wanted to show you a chart of FedEx. This is ugly. As I am going live for you guys here, take a look at FedEx. It is down. Oh my God. So FedEx went down today just a bit, 0.07%, and it closed the trading session at $204.87. What's up, Mario? What's up, bro? Green. Could be the case. You never know. Take a look at the hit that FedEx is taking after hours, guys. Unbelievable. Let me pull up here the 1 hour chart. Oh my God. So whoever got FedEx puts today before the closing bell is going to be making a lot of money today. So FedEx is down after hours 11%. Jesus Christ. Let me pull up here the live news tab. So what happened on guidance? I have a lot of information here. I took a look at revenue guidance and yeah, they really lowered guidance. Let me see if I have it over here. EPS, but I don't have the revenue. Okay, let me see. Okay. Yeah, so they see Q1 adjusted EPS at $3.44 and sales at $23.2 billion, but I don't have the estimate over here. But I think that it was terrible. They are really lowering the estimate when it comes to guidance, and the stock of this company is taking a huge hit. After hours, what could be happening in the case of FedEx? Let me pull up here the 3-year short. And as of now, it is trading at $180 after hours. Jesus Christ. So we might see if FedEx keeps on dropping. We have a previous area of resistance at around $170. This is a previous resistance back from December of 2019. Jesus Christ, this is a huge leg down, and I would think, guys, that the futures took a hit because of the news of FedEx. Let me pull up here the 1 day, 1 minute chart. And are the futures down after hours? Yeah, they are down after hours, and a lot actually. So we can make the case that FedEx is already putting downwards pressure over the futures. But tomorrow we have options expiration, right? Living with you and health. What's up, bro? How are you? So let me know, guys, if you want me to go over any given stock. And keep in mind that, as I just told you, we have options expiration tomorrow. We have quadruple witching. So we are going to have $2 trillion worth of options expiring tomorrow. And from a seasonality standpoint, because you guys know that quadruple witching occurs or takes place 4 times a year. So out of the last 24 quadruple witchings, 19 have been positive days for the markets, even though September is typically a very negative month for the market. So we can make the case that since maybe we have in September way more put options expiring in the money relative to the call options, maybe the market makers have been trying to push the tape up in order to have most of the put options that have been expiring in September out of the money. So that might be a typical market manipulation operation from the market makers. So we are very likely to have a very, but very volatile trading session tomorrow. Be aware of that. The S&P 500 went down today 1.13%, and it closed today's trading session at 3,901 points, right at 3,900. The RSI of the S&P is sitting at 33 points. So the S&P 500 is not even oversold. You guys know that I use a lot the relative strength index. So I'm thinking, guys, and taking into account that we just got very bad news from FedEx, that we are very likely to see 3,860 points in tomorrow's trading session. We are talking about the lower pivot back from May, or a lower pivot that was hit back on May 12th. This might be a spot in which the bulls might be potentially finding support at tomorrow, and it is yet still to be seen if history happens to repeat itself. We're going to see a green day tomorrow, just like most of the quadruple witchings that we have seen recently in September. We will find that out tomorrow. Keep in mind that bad news keep on piling up for the bulls. Today we had jobless claims coming out at 213,000 new claims versus 218,000 last week. So no, sorry, my bad. Uh, Jobless claims came out. I take that back. So jobless claims came out. Yeah, I said it correctly. 213,000 versus 218,000 new claims last week. So we aren't seeing the labor market weakening, which obviously gives more ammunition to the Fed in order to be more aggressive, monetary wise. And we also got retail sales today. That that report also came out better than expected, reflecting an increase for retail sales in August of 0.3% versus a decrease of 0.1% in the month of July. So bad news keep on piling up for the bulls. And keep also in mind, guys, that on September 21st, so next week, we are going to have the Federal Open Market Committee of September, and that is obviously going to move the markets. You guys can see over here the Fed futures. So as of now, the markets are pretty much already discounting or pricing in a 75 basis point hike on September 21st. And we already have on the table the possibility of seeing a 100 basis point hike next week, which is going to be very, but very negative for the bulls. Mario is telling me to go over UPS. I guess that UPS is also taking a hit after hours, most likely. Let me go ahead and take a look at UPS. Yeah, in solidarity. Ooh, no, 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 no. Give me the Elmo with the fire. Give me the atomic bomb. Give me the end of life. Give me the asteroid hitting the Earth. Take a look at UPS, guys. Oh my God. Also taking a huge hit. And mind you, both of these stocks are very important components of the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 for that matter. So, what do you think, guys? What do you think, Mario? Do you think that we can see a green day tomorrow with FedEx, which is a very important tag for the U.S. economy? So, lowering guidance, do you think that that's possible? ES took out 3,900, by the way. There you go. As I told you guys, we were very likely to see futures taking a hit. So, the table seems to be set for us to have a red quadruple witching tomorrow, apparently. What could be happening in the case of UPS? Jesus, what a hit. Oh my God. Maybe the Bulls both. I didn't take a look at the RSI of FedEx, but take a look at the RSI of UPS on the 4 hour chart. It is sitting at 15 points. So it is still dropping. Oh man. It is still dropping. So UPS just took out $175. $175 is a previous support back from July 14. So where could be UPS heading to? $170. $170 is a previous support back from June 13. Wow, we got very but very bad news after hours. No doubt about it. Jesus Christ. Very but very bad news. So Chan Lian says SPY and Tesla down after hours. Does it count for tomorrow? Oh yes, it counts. Let me take a look at Tesla, by the way. Let's go ahead and take a look at Tesla. Jesus. What a beating, guys. Tesla is at $302. It didn't drop much. So Tesla went up today 0.38%, and it closed the trading session at $303.75. And I'm thinking that I am pretty much sure that out of all of the big tech stocks, this was the only one that went up today. I actually closed a successful trade on Tesla today that I showed you guys in my channel. I ended up making 160, $180. So I pull out the 1 day, 1 minute chart. Yeah, Tesla's going lower. After hours, the next important support for Tesla is going to be the 5 day moving average at $300. However, if you guys take a look at the technical charts of most of the important big tech stocks out there, the Microsoft of the world, the Apples of the world, needless to say, the Googles of the world, and so forth, we are already seeing very ugly looking chart. This isn't the case of Tesla. Tesla is, as of now, above the 200-day moving average. We have an ascending 5 day moving average. The bulls are still holding this 500-day moving average. So we can make the case that from a technical standpoint, and obviously, guys, Tesla is very likely to follow whatever the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100 do tomorrow. But as long as the bulls keep on holding this 5 day moving average near $300, a push to the upside and a potential visit up to $313, which is a previous resistance back from mid-August and a previous resistance back from early August, is for the most part on the table. Mind you guys, if this 5 day moving average near $300 happens to be taken out by the bears, and taking into account that Tesla is not oversold, you guys can see that the RSI is sitting at 58 points on the 4 hour chart. So Tesla is neither oversold nor overbought. This might be an opportunity to grab put options in tomorrow's trading session. And UPS is the largest holding on the transportation sector. That is true. Absolutely true. That's right. So, wow, we have a very negative perspective into the quadruple witching of tomorrow. So, what other stocks you guys want me to go over? Today was a very, very busy day in the markets. Let me take a look here at Alphabet, which also got killed today. Alphabet went down today 1.86%, and it closed the trading session at $103.90. Take a look at this. An absolute mess, guys. The technical chart of Alphabet is absolutely broken, clear downtrend below all the moving averages. We have a declining 5-day moving average. So we can make the case that the bulls of Alphabet, and obviously depending on whatever the S&P 500 and the NDX do tomorrow, we can make the case that maybe the bulls might be finding support near $102.50. This is a previous support back from May 24th, which happens to be the 52-week low for Google. The RSI is a bit low, 28 points on the 4-hour chart, so maybe we can say, or we can expect Google to find some sort of support at around $103, because if this drop happens to occur, then when Apple hits $103, the RSI is going to be even lower on the 4-hour chart. And that would increase the likelihood for the bulls of Alphabet to find support at a previous area of support and then bounce back up. And full disclosure, I picked up 200 shares of Google today. I day traded Google with many of you guys today. I picked up some shares at $104. I closed the trade. Let me see what I did today. This is another trade that I notified you guys in my channel. So I bought this dip at around $104. I write it up to $106 ish, and I really took this trade in a very smart way, I would say, because I closed my position near $105, and then Google ended up um, falling like a brick, and I re-entered the position with 200 shares because, as I just told you guys, the quadruple witchings that we have seen in the most recent years in September, most of them have been bullish, even though September is a very negative, is typically a very negative month for the market. So I was thinking, I didn't know that FedEx was going to lower guidance, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't have picked up 200 shares of Alphabet into the closing bell. So I was kind of thinking, okay, I want to have some. I was thinking that I wanted to have some sort of exposure to the upside in case that the market makers push the tape higher tomorrow. So that's what I did. Anthony Alexander, Microsoft, another stock that got killed today. Let me take a look at Microsoft Corporation, $245. Wow. Killed, assassinated today, dismantled. Microsoft dropped today 2.71%, and it closed the trading session at $245.38. 4-hour chart. What is going on over here? Ooh, no, 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 no. Mario, please give us the Elmo with the fire. Give us the atomic bomb. Give us the end of the world. As a matter of fact, give us the end of life. Unbelievable. Microsoft is about to retest its 52-week low at $242. This is an area in which we can expect buyers to show up. And obviously, guys, so here's the deal. So we got very bad news, FedEx and UPS. However, you guys know that I am an RSI guy. So Microsoft is very oversold on the 4-hour share, 24 points. So I'm thinking that the likelihood for Microsoft to come across with buyers near $242 is high. $242 is its 52-week low, which was hit on June 14. So this is obviously an area of interest for Microsoft, $242. So watch out for that area. However, this technical chart is absolutely broken. A major downtrend. Microsoft, as of now, is below all the moving averages. All the moving averages have a declining position. We have a declining 5-day moving average. So, from a technical standpoint, we can make the case that this support of 242, 204, or $243 could be taken out by the burst. And if that were the case, and I am inclining to some sort of bounce from $243 because Microsoft is very oversold as of now. If this support were taken out by the burst, guys, what are we looking at? We're looking at $220. Jesus Christ. $220 happens to be a previous support back from March 15. So I am more inclined to some sort of bounce from $243. But if this support, $242, if this support is taken out, guys, oh man. And if you guys see Microsoft breaking $243 to the downside, while the Nasdaq 100 and the S&P 500 are getting killed, then this might be a short opportunity. But um, I am more inclined to a bounce from $242. So I could have made a lot of more mula, says Anthony Alexander. I made money in Microsoft put, but how can I find good support levels to know how far it may drop? That's what I am telling you, bro. $243. But you close your puts, right? I made money. Yeah, you close your puts. So maybe if we happen to see a bounce, let me pull up the 1 hour chart. So let me give you my opinion here. If we happen to see a bounce tomorrow, Anthony, and if Microsoft happens to fail at $250, which acted as support yesterday, this might be a short opportunity. I never buy puts. I mean, I uh, uh, almost never buy puts on supports. If you guys, this is my advice, obviously. If you guys are going to short any stock, try to buy puts on resistances over areas of resistances. So I am not a put buyer in Microsoft. If this support is taken out because this is a potential buyer zone, and on top of that, Microsoft is a bit oversold. However, if Microsoft happens to pull up, and if the bulls fail near $250, I think that this might be an area to buy puts. So $250 puts, $243 call options, at least from what I see. Milton Capets, Amazon $128 call expiring September 23rd. So I think that my friend Milton got a loader, right? Let me see Amazon. Take a look at Amazon. Big Tech got crushed today. Jesus, take a look at this. Okay, 4 hours. What is going on? By the way, guys, I haven't taken a look at the market structure of these stocks. You guys know that this is a tool that I usually use. Let me take a look at the market structure of Microsoft. So, what's the demand and supply of Microsoft looking like as of now? So, we have a market structure of 3.4 out of 10. And as of now, we have an ascending demand and a falling supply. So, this is kind of positive for Microsoft, okay? The blue shaded region is the supply, and the gray or I don't know, purple shaded region is, sorry, the blue shaded region is the demand, and the gray shaded region is the supply. So, as you guys can see on this chart, we have a falling supply and we have an ascending demand. So, that makes me believe that Microsoft is likely to come across with buyers near $243. Amazon, very ugly looking chart. However, guys, take a look at how Amazon is, as of now, above the 100-day moving average. You guys know that the 100-day moving average is a very important moving average. So we can expect some sort of support at around $122. The RSI is at 28 points. So Amazon is already oversold in technical terms. So watch out for support near $122. And we have a descending 200-day moving average. The bulls lost today the 5-day moving average. They closed the trading session way below the 5-day moving average, which is a good sign for the bears. And on top of that, we are also below the 50 SMA on the 4 hour chart. So I'm thinking that if this support at $122 over the 100-day moving average happens to be taken out tomorrow, we have a ticket down to $119. This would be a short, guys. Mind you, $119 is a previous resistance back from June 24th. So I would be either grabbing calls if this 100-day moving average happens to be respected as support, or grabbing puts if the bulls take out $123 ish. Let's take a look at the market structure of Amazon, AMZN. Let me see. Alrighty. Okay. Okay. What's the market structure of Amazon looking like? And we have an acceptable market structure over here, 4.2 out of 10. And we have an ascending demand and also an ascending supply. But as of now, the demand is above the supply. So that makes me believe that maybe the bulls could be finding support at around $122. And you got 128 calls expiring on September 23rd. So yeah, you have to hope for $123 to provide a good support for Amazon. Go for the call there, Anthony says. Dow collapsed after hours. Let me see. Watch out, guys. Let me take a look at the Dow Jones. Yeah, these two stocks, UPS and FedEx, are two very important components of the Dow Jones. And let me see. Yeah, it is down. It is down a good chunk after hours. The Dow closed I mean, this is the ETF. Wow, yeah, it is down almost 0.50% after hours. Jesus. Oh, man. What a day we're going to have tomorrow, guys. Jesus. Anthony Alexander, I made money. Okay, you told me. Close it earlier than I should have. That's fine. If you guys leave money on the table, guys, don't worry about it. I left some good money on the table today with triple Q puts. I left some money on the table on Tesla as well. But as long as you're making money, guys, forget about leaving some money on the table. No one has never ever gone bankrupt by locking in the profit on any trade. So don't worry about leaving money on the table. That's really not important. Okay, Anthony, Netflix. I think that Netflix went up. It was upgraded, I think, right? Yeah, I think Netflix got upgraded today. However, communication services ended up going down today, if I remember correctly. Let me double check on that. Yeah, because we only had two sectors going higher today, right? Communication services. This was the third uh, best performing sector today, but regardless, it went down 0.43%. So let me take a look at Netflix. This is an acceptable looking chart. So Netflix is, as of now, sitting above the 100-day moving average, the 5-day moving average. And are we seeing over here a golden cross? We might be seeing a golden cross with the 50 SMA crossing above the 180 SMA. But we saw massive profit taking over here, right? Throughout the trading session. Yeah, we saw some sort of profit taking. And guys, and this is something that Mario can also tell you. For both Mario and myself, the 5-day moving average is extremely important. Very, but very important. The 5-day moving average tells you who is in charge, who is in control of any given technical chart in minor timeframes. So the fact that the bulls of Netflix are holding as of now the 5-day moving average as support is encouraging. So maybe Netflix could be going higher tomorrow, but remember, we have options expiration, quadruple witching, weird stuff happens on options expiration, and on top of that, Netflix is going to depend pretty much on whatever the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100 do. So let me pull up here the 4-hour chart again. We have an ascending 5-day moving average, which is good. Netflix is sitting also above the 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart, and we have an important support spot over here at 230 bucks. Watch out for the support. The RSI of Netflix is sitting at 57 points on the 4-hour chart. So Netflix is neither oversold nor overbacked. We can make the case that it could go either way, but 230 bucks is an important support. This is a previous resistance back from late August, and this is also a previous resistance back from July and early August as well. So this is an important spot. If the pulse of Netflix happen to pull back a bit and find support at around 230 bucks, we could see Netflix bouncing back up and maybe filling the next important gap up to 253 bucks, which is a previous resistance back from mid-August. However, if this support of 230 bucks happens to be taken out by the bears, watch out for puts, because 230 bucks happens to coincide with the 5-day moving average. So this might be a short over here, maybe down to the 100-day moving average at around 204 bucks. Let me take a look now at the market structure of Netflix. Now, this is not market structure. Where is the market structure? There you go. Here it is. So let me see what this market structure is looking like on Netflix. Alrighty, 5 out of 10. And we have, as I just told you guys, this is a very similar market structure relative to the other ones that I just went over, because we have an ascending demand. I know in the case of, sorry, I take that back, guys. In the case of Netflix, we have an ascending supply that as of now is getting above the demand. This is a short signal. So thank you very much for bringing it up, because I am going to be keeping a close watch on like a hawk over these 230 bucks. And if this support happens to be taken out, I think that this is a legit put option trade over here on Netflix and NVIDIA or Adobe. Yeah. Did any of you guys take any position today in Adobe? This was a shit show, guys. And I have always told you, whenever you see the stock of a company that has a large institutional participation getting killed, just like Adobe did today, never ever buy the dip on the first day of the decline. Never do it, guys. For most of the big institutions out there, when they need to sell out of any given stock because we got bad news or because a an earnings report came out worse than expected and so forth, they cannot sell all of their shares on one single day. So usually a big decline such as this one on a stock such an Adobe that has a very large institutional participation takes from 1 up to 3 trading sessions. So I think that even though Adobe is very oversold over here, you guys can see the RSI sitting at 16 points, the stock of this company still has room to the downside. So what would more downside be looking like? I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if Adobe happens to pay a visit down to 281 bucks. 281 bucks is a previous resistance back from September of 2019. Needless to say, if the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100 keep on dropping. So in my opinion, you can day trade this stock with a very tight stop loss. But if you want to add shares of Adobe for the long term, and so forth. Be careful because I think that we still have plenty of room to the downside, even though Adobe is very oversold. Yeah, extremely severely oversold. So we could be seeing some sort of intraday bounces based on a severe oversold condition, but I don't think that institutions are done selling out of Adobe quite yet. So this is something that you need to keep in mind. NVIDIA. Let's go ahead and take a look at NVIDIA. Kadija Mohamed. What's up, bro? Sorry if I am butchering your name, bro. Okay, NVIDIA goes down to the 1.52% closes its trading session at $129.29. So this is an easy one. Big technical area for NVIDIA near 133 bucks. This area acted as support on multiple occasions in September throughout this month. So any test of NVIDIA, guys, at 133 bucks might be an opportunity to grab put options. Or if Nvidia happens to be going higher along with the indices, watch out, watch out for the bulls taking out 133 bucks and maybe filling the next important gap up to the 50 SMA and the 4 hour share near 137 bucks ish. However, what happens if the bulls of Nvidia push higher, push happen to be able to push the stock of this company higher and they fail at 133 bucks? You guys already know the answer. This might be an option, an alternative in order to grab puts. Very ugly looking short, a major downtrend below all the moving averages. All the moving averages have a declining position, and Nvidia is seeing as of now a clearly declining 5-day moving average. Very ugly looking chart. The only argument for the bulls over here would be that Nvidia is a bit oversold with the RSI sitting at 26 points. But let's say that Nvidia keeps on dropping. What would be the next support? Jesus Christ, 114 bucks, guys. Oh my God. 114 bucks is a previous support back from March of last year. Jesus. And mind you, full disclosure, I already started a some sort of long position on Nvidia. I got lips. So call options that expire, those calls expire, I think that in June of 2024. So I still have a lot of extrinsic value over there. I am a bull. I like the company. So I grabbed lips, long-term equity anticipation securities. But I am not bullish on the stock in the short term because this is a very, but very ugly looking chart. Needless to say, let me take a look at the market structure of NVIDIA. Let me see what is going on over here. ENPH, what's up? What's up, Chan Lian? Speaking of me, it's Adobe. I already did Adobe. NVIDIA, take a look. Very ugly market structure, guys. We have an ascending supply that is way above the demand, and the demand for shares of NVIDIA as of now is pretty much non-existent. Take a look, guys. Where are the buyers? No buyers. No buyers. So that makes me believe that if we happen to see some sort of push to the upside, that intraday rally might be getting sold at $133. Enphase, a monster. This has been a monster. I didn't take a look at Enphase throughout the trading session today. It finally ended up going down. Finally, Jesus Christ. What a beast. ENPH went down today 2.63%, and it closed the trading session at $312.18. Let me zoom in here. And the bulls managed to hold as support. This is a very important support for ENPH. This is one of the stocks that I went over with Mario last Sunday, because we're going over stocks in the voice chat of Mario's Discord. So $309 is a very important spot. This is a previous resistance back from September 12th, and this is also a previous resistance back from early August that coincides with the 5-day moving average. So watch out for end phase tomorrow, guys. If the bulls happen to be able to consolidate slightly above this 5-day moving average at around $309, this might be a sign that they are gathering momentum in order to make another push higher and maybe being able to fill the next gap up to $325. This is a previous resistance back from yesterday and also a previous resistance, an all-time high for that matter, back from September 8th. This is a very, but very good looking short, clear uptrend above all the moving averages. The bulls managed to hold as support the 5-day moving average today. So there's nothing wrong about end phase, but guys, we can make the case, and this is something not really related to the technical analysis. But guys, the Fed is going to keep on hiking rates, so we are still, in my opinion, we are still going to see a deeper process of multiple compression. And this is a very, but very expensive stock, multiple wise. And if the markets happen to revisit the lows of June, 3,600 and so forth, I think that M-Phase is very likely to go lower. It's been a beast. There's nothing wrong with the chart, but this is a very expensive stock. I think that the P ratio of Enphase is around 312 points, 320 points. This is a very expensive stock, and if we happen to see a further multiple compression in the markets, Enphase should go lower because we are going to see the markets entering once again in a very severe risk of mode. And in my opinion, I don't see Enphase going higher or way higher in a very severe risk of mode environment. Let me take a look at the market structure of Enphase Energy. I might be thinking about grabbing, I don't know, December puts maybe. Maybe if we buy puts with enough extrinsic value, this might be an option. Take a look at the market structure of Enphase, guys. An absolute beast. Take a look at the demand ascending and way above the supply. So from a market structure standpoint, it looks like the bulls might be holding this support near $310 and filling the gap up to all-time high near $325 per share. And with Enphase, guys, I am going to wrap it up. I still need to film my video in Spanish. Let me go over quickly, guys, the S&P 500. I think that I didn't do it, huh? Let me pull up here the S&P quickly to tell you guys what could be potentially happening tomorrow. Take a look at this trend line, guys, that comes from the lower pivot of June, 3,600. So the bulls closed the trading session today below this trend line, very a negative sign. The S&P 500, and despite the fact that yesterday we saw a massive red day for this index, is not oversold, because you guys know that I use a lot the relative strength index. Take a look at the RSI of the S&P, 33 points on the 4-hour chart. We still have plenty of room to the downside. And I already went over the S&P 500 in the beginning of the video. I just remembered. So watch out for 3,850 points as the next important area of support. If 3,850 points happens to be taken out, this is going to be good night, Irene. We might be seeing 3,800, which is the lower pivot back from May. So buckle up, guys. We have options expiration tomorrow, and I am going to be with you guys in the chat, in the main chat, and I am going to be also obviously along with my friend Mario telling you guys the tape. We are going to be calling balls and strikes. So take care, guys. Remember, we are going live at 4:40 p.m. on Mondays and Thursdays as well. So keep that in mind. Twice a week. in order to talk about the markets, go over some stocks. So thank you very much for joining me and enjoy the rest of your day. And be ready, guys. Quadruple witching tomorrow. So take care. Thank you very much for joining me. And see you guys on Monday at 4:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye. Bye, guys. Thank you. Take care.